serious, complicated questions on the ground. So when I tell you, go slow, build yourself, building yourself is to get capacity to answer those questions that you are going to face on the ground. Are we together? Thank you. Wilfred P.M. Kabale, can ideology be a liberating ideology or oppressive ideology? If so, why? Both is correct. An ideology can be oppressive to a few people, and an ideology can liberate. The focus of ideology is to liberate, not to oppress. To liberate you from your socio-economic hardship. The ideology is we empower you economically, we unite you, we galvanize you around markets, around production, around products, we focus, get markets for you, all this is what we tend to do. But you can feel it is an oppressive ideology when what you feel you should do as an individual is supposed to be done through a structured channel. Then you will feel you're being oppressed. But it can be for the good of the majority. And democracy talks of majority. So if your personal view is that which represents minority, then the majority will take, and you will feel that the majority are oppressing you. But it's within the democratic framework. Are we together? Number 3, requirements for being secretary NRM village branch. That is a very powerful question. Before I give you the requirement, let me give you the structure of the party one by one. We have the village branches and the 72,000 villages. You write this down. 72,000 villages of Uganda, we have 30 leaders elected from those villages. We have leaders at parish level. There are 10,000 parishes in Uganda. Each parish has 30 leaders elected. We have 2,465 sub-counties. Each sub-county has 30 elected leaders of the party. We have municipalities, divisions, and cities. And then we have districts. Now, all these layers of structures, we have leaders that represent mainstream. There are 5 in number, elected by the people. We have those that represent youth. There are 5 in numbers, elected at the village. We have those that represent women. There are 5 in numbers, elected from the village. We have veterans, 5 elected from the village. We have PWDs, 5 elected from the leaders from the village. We have workers, 5 elected. So all those leagues, we elect 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And that adds to the total of 25 plus the 5 mainstream executives. Are we together? So you can qualify to offer yourself to be elected in all of these positions. The first qualification is you must be 18 and above. Second qualification is you must be a registered NRM member in our book, in our yellow book, because we are going to use that book for the election. Third qualification is you must be a resident of that village for you to be a village leader of the party. If you want to be that at the parish, the same. At the sub-county, the same. At the district, the same. Now, for those coming to the national level, because once you're elected from the village to the district, we again have national election during the delegates conference. You must have heard about our delegates conferences, where we have 10,000 people in Kampala from all the districts of Uganda. Now, if you are elected from the sub-county level to the district, you qualify to come to Nambole. Now, from Nambole, we now put you in leagues. All the youth that were elected from sub-counties and districts, they come to Nambole and go to the Youth League wing. Are we together? At the Youth League, you now elect your national youth leaders of the party, where you elect the national chairperson of the youth. Do they have the vice? The vice, the secretary, the treasurer. Vice chairpersons are per region. They elect regionally. So there are so many positions in the party that you can all fit in. If you are the ladies, you also go for the women league. You are a disabled person, you come, when you reach here, we take you to disabled league. When you're a veteran, you go to the veterans league. When you're an elder, we take you to the elderly league. So when you finish all those elections of leagues, where you elect your regional vice chairpersons, you elect your national leaders, you elect all other categories of leaders, then the last 2 days of the conference, we now move together and have one big assembly of party members, where the national chairman, the president now, will address the crowd. And after his address, we now elect national leaders of the party. We start with electing the chairman of the party, and all those people present will elect. We elect a presidential flag bearer for the party. Somebody was asking the next question, that why do we only allow youth to participate in lower position, not in the higher one? So if you want to go for president, wait for that time. Offer yourself at Nambole. We shall elect you as a presidential flag bearer of the party. Are we together? And we elect now regional vice chairmen for Northern Uganda, Eastern Uganda, Kampala, Buganda, Western Uganda, and Karamoja. There are 6. At the moment, we have vacancies in 2. Northern, because the Right Honorable Jacob Olanya died, and Karamoja, because Honorable Alepero Simon also passed on. So for those who come from those regions, you want to be a SEC member, there are vacancies there. So that is how the party is structured. Now, if you put all these leaders together, in total, we have close to 2.6 something million leaders of NRM, structure of the party. Then we go to elect flag bearers. Are we together? I want you to understand how powerful NRM is. The first election is for the structure of the party, those who are supposed to be leaders in the party. Now, the second election is for flag bearers, for you to be elected in local government and in government. The first flag bearer for LC1 with the executive. No, you elect the flag bearer, the chairman, and appoint his executive. So flag bearer LC1, flag bearer LC2, flag bearer councillors LC3 and LC3 chairpersons, flag bearer municipality councillors, flag bearer city councillors, flag bearer this, flag bearer MPs, all of them again, another line, another 2 point something million leaders. If you add that plus this, we have close to 5 million leaders. Are we together? Now, 5 million leaders, if you tell each of them to only look for 1 vote, how many votes shall we have? So why would somebody question NRM winning election every time? That is the smallest mathematics I can give you. And we say, you're a leader, go and look for another voter. Just 1 vote. You look for mobilization is just you go and look for 1 voter. And then on the voting day, make sure the person goes and votes. And you see how many votes we have. So will any party ever defeat us? You say it loud. Will any other party ever defeat NRM? No. NRM oye! Ra! Ah! Number 5. The question of Kisoro. I like that question. We had by-elections in Kisoro for a woman member of parliament because our flag bearer, Honorable Sarah, passed on and we needed to replace her. Where we are replacing a flag bearer who has died, we go for primaries, isn't it? And in Kisoro, there were people who expressed interest to contest in our electoral commission. There were about 11 candidates, I remember. And we take them for joint campaigns. Our primaries are joint campaigns. The campaigns were conducted, election was conducted, and a winner was declared. Now, when a winner was declared, there were complaints that were registered and started coming. Me, I am a Secretary General, and I have Chairman NRM Electoral Commission called Dr. Tanga Odoi. So people mix Todwong and Tanga. So when I received the petition as the Secretary General, I asked Electoral Commission of the party. We even got the legal department to review the complaint of the petitioners. We send our members on the ground to cross-check the complaints. But this is exactly what I've been explaining to you. How many of you are from Kisoro? I want to speak to you directly. Don't worry, I want to speak to you directly from my heart. If you don't rescue that sub-region, you are heavily divided in terms of religion. When I was in, is it Buchimbiri? Something like that, the constituency, for a by-election of Eddie, Honorable Eddie, a Catholic priest were agents of a candidate. Something which was very strange. I had to arrest others. They were giving money to agents of candidates, and they were intimidating non-Catholics. On the other side, Protestants, reverends, were agents of another candidate who was a Protestant. How do you rescue such a district? So the contest was between Protestant and Catholics. As we went deeper, we also realized within the Catholic umbrella or within the Protestant umbrella, there are divisions on ethnicity. The Bafumbiras, the Bachigas, Bachimbirizis, or something like that. That is how complex the place is. My appeal to you as young leaders, go and preach the politics of unity in your area. It will affect you tomorrow. You are saying you want to be a leader, but you cannot be a leader in a divided constituency like that. You will be forced to take side. But that is not what we are training you to be. We are training you to be a national leader, a patriot who looks above those small divisions. But the condition on the ground will force you to throw away your coat of a patriot to take side, which is wrong. And that is how Kisoro was. We held election. Our flag bearer lost. The independent went through. She came to the party and signed an MOU with us. So she's also now NRM and working for NRM. So all of them are NRM supporters. But why should we have a divided house to that level when you're all NRM? Yes, we could also have weaknesses inside in the party because our register was not good enough. We are just polishing the register. 2, our elections are at village level. Every village is a polling station in NRM. Now, you cannot man these villages with enough security because how many villages are in Kisoro? The whole district. There are 3 constituencies. How many villages are there? More than almost 1,000. You cannot get enough security to man 1,000 villages to control order. 2, our election for primaries are through lining up. Are we together? So you line up at different times. There are others who line up at 8, by 9 they are done, then they go to disturb other polling stations. Then there are other polling stations, they line up and they start counting with the different languages. Emu, Ibiri, Esato, 4, 5, 6, turn to Kiswahili, the last person they declare in English. How do you know the result? But we have learned all this because of our primaries. So the guideline we are making for the next election is going to be watertight. Now, these are challenges I face as your Secretary General, leading a party of 18 million members with different ways of thinking. You get all such. There are others who come with the children at the lining. So they count the child, you're holding the one in the stomach, they also count. So you have come with 3 people. So we have all those because we are overexposed that our electoral areas are wide, bigger than that of National Electoral Commission. So we have that challenge. Ignatius, are you the grandchild of Muse Ignatius Musazi? You know him. We were talking about his grandfather here, and he's here. I hope you'll be like your grandfather, a patriot. I've already answered your question. You asked about the structure of the party. But my friends, can I stop here? You still want to ask? The last round.
Thank you. We are only taking 2 because we have another presenter coming in. We are going to take a lady and 1, and then, yes, gentlemen.
What we can do, for those who still have questions and I may not be able to answer them, you write them down. I will go with your questions and send the answer in writing. Would that be fair? Others are already writing. So if you have written, you just bring your questions. I will go with them.
Secretary General, colleagues, good afternoon. My name is Salama Peace. I'm from Gulu University, a representative of Women to the Guild. My question is, as you were sharing your great lecture with us, you emphasized over many points. You talked about mentorship. And oftentimes with the young people, most of the errors we make is either because we are poorly mentored or we are not mentored. So my question is, what are some of the basic ways to identify a good mentor? Like you showed to us one of your great mentors. How did you manage to have this great person as your mentor? And sometimes we are able to identify someone speaks, you're inspired, and you wish they are your mentor. How do you get the confidence then to approach this person or have them mentor you? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Richard Todwong. My name is Batal Zuma, the Guild President, Gulu College of Health Sciences. I was so much impressed with your presentation. I had not understood myself from the presentations I heard from you and Mr. Odauk. I think I'm a converted person to NRM now. I therefore want to ask, the 2025 roadmap is coming. We are so much ready to carry on this and disseminate this information to the young people. For specifically this cohort of 2025 who are here, most times these activities are done when we are at school. How is the party going to consider us as in terms of making us resourceful and also disseminate this information to the rest of the people? Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Secretary General, I request you respond to the 2, and then we shall receive your responses to the rest. Thank you.
Thank you. The first one is about mentorship. How do you get a good mentor? It's a very loaded question, by the way. You might end up going to a witch doctor thinking you're going to a mentor. Or you'll go to somebody who has failed and has nothing else to say. I have attended very many wedding functions, ceremonies. Then you find people coming, Oh, you are now wedded, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this. So me, I always tell the Bagoles that please, every marriage is unique. You go and experience yours. Don't listen to whatever anybody is telling you. Because your husband is different from her husband. Your wife is different from his wife. So what you're going to experience in your home is different from what the other one has experienced. But the baseline are, you give them the highlights. So for mentorship, it starts with you, the mentee, if I may use that word. What do you want to be mentored into? You want to be a leader? You want to be a business person? It is according to your interests. The interest will take you to where you want to go. I told you how President Yoweri Museveni went to Nyerere and went to Shamo Michel, and how he became a successful revolutionary leader. So what do you intend to do? Go to people who have succeeded in the areas you want to go to. You want to be a business person? Look for the person in that business that you want to do. Let the person take you through. You want to be a good politician? Look for someone who has been in politics and can take you through that very well. But as a party, the mentorship I will give you is, one, understand yourself. Keep yourself safe because you are a national product. You are just not only for your parents, you are now for the nation. When we are telling the country the number of people we have, we include you. You now an asset for the country. When we are recruiting soldiers, we recruit you. So you are an asset to the country. When we are looking for leaders, we ask for you to offer yourselves. So as an asset to the nation, how do you keep yourself safe and focused? Avoid unnecessary things that obstruct your life. Make sure you have quality friends around you. Friends that would like to see the best out of you. Friends that will not be encouraging you to do wrong things, but to build you intellectually and character-wise. 2025 roadmap is out. How do you relate with those who are in school? It's a valid question. Within the party, we know now that you are for holidays. We are taking our books back for registration to your villages before you leave home. When are you supposed to go back to school? February. These books, hold on, it's a very valid thing because for you to be a leader, you must be in our book. Last time we took these books when you were in school. And now we are moving very hard, working very hard to make sure the books are taken back to the villages when you're still home. So the books are coming before the end of this month, so that you register yourself before you leave. Now, if you are leaving before you register, make sure you inform the village chairperson so that when the books get there, they register you, even when you come back to school. We are going to allow that provision, to allow your names to be entered in the book. If the village can confirm, that indeed you are a member of the village. Because at the end of the update, we are going to have village baraza, where all the names are going to be read in a village assembly. So if the village does not know you, your name will be deleted. And I hope you have been going back to the villages. You are not Kampala City students. So make sure you're in touch with your villages. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. I thank the gentleman who has crossed to NRM today. Where is he? There is somebody who said now that he has heard. Thank you so much. I want to talk to you more so that you bring others who are still hanging out there. How many are not in NRM and would like to cross to NRM today? Wow. Can I baptize them? I have decided to follow movement. I have decided to follow movement. I have decided to follow movement. Oh, no turning. Amen. With NRM, the time you join is the same as any other person. Now you even qualify to stand for any position in the party. But first make sure you are registered in our book so that you are a member who is fully registered. Then when you want to be chairman of the party, you offer yourself. We shall evaluate you. When you want to be a presidential flag bearer, feel free. We shall evaluate you and guide you. When you want to be a member of parliament, that is how free we are in NRM. Are we together? May God bless you. I love you all. Be careful with your lives. Protect yourselves. See you next time.
Thank you so much. The Honorable, please remain seated. We are in another function. Remain seated. Honorable Secretary General of the NRM Party. It is now my request to invite. Here it is our culture that when you deliver lecture, we get someone to thank you at the bottom of their hearts to represent them. And the gentleman is standing next to me to pass a vote of thanks to you, Honorable Secretary General. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Acting Commander. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lamek Munonuzi from Chambogo University and a leader of the National Resistance Movement chapter in the university. I'm here to pass a vote of thanks. This afternoon, we have been privileged to have had a lecture on the NRM ideology by the NRM Secretary General, Right Honorable Todwong Richard. This lecture has been out significant lessons such as we are all one. Because of the pillars of NRM, our life has been straightened. We have had to have a human production preservation because you said that long time ago, as we were giving birth, the population was still low in Uganda. But at this time, due to the programs brought up by the NRM government, we see that the population has significantly increased, and here we are, part of the population. This lecture has enhanced our understanding while here and in our future assignments. I want to thank you so much for delivering this lecture and the time taken preparing it. Commandant in action, sir, the CI, I beg that you join me in giving a loud round of applause for the lecture well delivered. Asante sana! Secretary General, sir, Honorable Todwong Richard, I welcome you for lunch. Thereafter, I wish you journey masses to your next destination. Thank you so much. I remain Lamek Mononozi. I use every opportunity. You are the Secretary General. Sir, I'm Lamek Mononozi. At least let my name echo and you remember it day by day. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Secretary General, sir. Even the Bible says it, that where you find the king is where you worship, praise him from. Ladies and gentlemen, Secretary General, sir, I request